Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, it's Lori Opal. Welcome to day 3 of the Thank You Universe One More Please 3-day deep dive gratitude challenge. I keep saying that is a mouthful, but I wanted us to really feel the vibes of that as we went into this. So I hope you are amazing. Come on in, say hey when you get here. Happy Labor Day. I hope you guys are spending it with family, and I hope you're like really soaking up is gorgeous here. And some of you may say, Lori, why are you working today? And the truth is, like, sometimes the spirit moves me, right? And inspiration moves me, and it does not follow the holiday calendar. So I am like more honoring myself as the as the container holder. And I knew that today would be a wonderful day to do day 3. So I'm here with you, and hopefully we can rock out this day together. And I'm gonna just go into evolution of you and make sure that all systems are a go, and I think they are. So if you are watching me on this lovely Labor Day, if you're watching me on replay type replay, and if you're here with me live, wonderful, let me know as well. Throw down some comments or give me some emojis to let me know that you're in the house with me live. That would be awesome. And we're gonna get started. So this challenge has been, oh my gosh, like I've shared with you, kind of a long time coming, and I really wanted it to feel like, you know, much more of a space of activation than anything else. And what I know is, and I say this, you know, I say this because these are the words that I always use, but I always say these 6 words will change the way that you manifest. These 6 words will change the way you manifest. And I think like by now, I think we're like really feeling why these 6 words will change the way you manifest, and truly the work, and truly not just these words, but you know, when we lean into a powerful vibration of alignment that's, you know, layered in philosophy and layered in frequency, you can see how things start to open up for us differently. So whether you experienced some magic in your life as it relates to the work that we've done here, I'd be so curious, you know, like what did you feel shift in your life in the last several days? Or you felt something shift within yourself. I would love to know that, because it really does set, I guess the word, it might be even just an example, but you know, there's something inspirational when you see that something opened up for someone else. That's why I love it when you share synchronicities. I love it when you share proof of the work, you know, proof of the work. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that today. But it's not proof of the work to me, it's proof of the work to you. So we've got some good things in store. I want to talk to you really specifically about part 2 of Thank You Universe. Part 2 is One More Please. And I want to talk about this receiving mode, because as I kind of like talked about yesterday, we can totally be doing the manifesting work, aligning like nobody's business, and in the same breath we can be not open to receive. And that's why we say part 2 of Thank You Universe One More Please. It's because we're deliberately opening ourselves to receive. But I want to like go a little bit more in depth with that today. Does that sound good? How does that sound? So let me know if you have ever experienced this feeling where you don't feel like you deserve, or you don't feel like you've worked hard enough, or someone gives you a gift and you say you shouldn't have, or you feel like, you know, I compared myself to another, and turns out I'm on the end of the stick of the havingness. Like I have more than that person, or I have more than that friend, or I have more than my parents have, or, you know what I mean? And so sometimes the receiving blocks show up in stealth mode, and I want to have you paying attention to like, where am I not open to receive? And it might be something like, wow, I could be offered this salary with this new position, but I don't feel like, you know, I'm worth that much, so to speak. Or, you know, there's a million different circumstances in which like we could really highlight where we're not willing to receive. But the simplest The simplest way is when somebody gives you a gift. You know, I talk about this in the Manifestation 100. Are you open to receive? Because we really have to consciously go do that, because we've been taught it's better to what than receive. It's better to give than receive. We've been taught that, we've been taught that, we've been taught that. And my philosophy is this: what if we received first? Would that be okay? What if it was not better, but what if it was like on an infinity loop? What if it was beautiful to receive and then give? What if it was beautiful to give then receive? What if there was no judgment around that? What if giving to yourself was the ultimate receivership, and that sets you up for receiving more from the universe, from this life, from earth, from opportunity, from the universe? Like, what if giving to yourself ignited that very thing? And that's a little bit the philosophy around here, because I am a deep diver on worthiness, and I'm a deep diver on self-love, and there's a reason for it. When we fill our own cup and when we give to ourselves, we start reprogramming that mind that says, you're taking more than your share. You don't deserve that. It's better to give than receive. Like, where does that show up in your life? So I want you to feel into that, those specifics. And then today we're going to talk and activate, because this is an activation. We're going to activate this part of the formula called One More Please. So I think that many of you who've been watching kind of know my story around this. You know, back in the day, I used to say, "Thank you, universe, one more please." Every single time something wonderful happened, every single time, like, one of my soul tribe walked into my business, anytime that the universe lined things up or the breadcrumbs were laid for me perfectly, every single time I would be like, "Thank you, universe, one more please." And I would like get into the embodiment of this frequency. And by the way, yesterday was all about embodiment. And so if you are really wanting to understand like how to feel the feels of this, yesterday is definitely a must watch for you. But, you know, I started saying this years ago, and what I found was, and I taught it to you guys as well, is that it became like this, you know, mini manifesting mantra that really took. And when we tap into the layers of frequency in it, it really has the power to open up a gateway to alignment that's really powerful. Is it the only thing? No. But is it a thing? Yes. Have I seen it do miracles just in its own right? Yes. So wherever you're at in your manifesting journey or your personal transformation journey, this is such a fun inroad. And it is layered. It is layered with magnetism. And as hokey as it can be to attach the one more please, there's a reason behind those words, and it's a frequency. So today we're going to talk about that. Come on and say hi when you get here. Let me see. So funny how sometimes I can see comments, sometimes not. Hang on. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Hi, Jen. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Katrina. Hi, Suzette. Hi, Mary. Keep them coming. Say hey when you get here. I'm excited to see you all with me today. Happy Labor Day. So, oh my gosh. So I think what I want to do, just really quick, is I'm going to seed this live stream again. When I say seed, that means like come and sprinkle the energy. But I want to seed this live stream with the vibe, because when we say thank you, universe, what do we mean? What do we mean? What's the definition? What's the frequency behind that? It means I stand in massive gratitude and appreciation, and as I do, I become a vibrational match to love. It means I honor the divine unfolding that brought me this beauty, this experience in my reality, this magic, this moment of awe, and I am beyond grateful. I feel this appreciation to my core, and I revel in that pure delight. I am overwhelmed with appreciation and delight as this magic flows through me and my life. And now when you say thank you, universe, like this is the installation. This is what we let be embodied. Watch yesterday. Let be embodied. Part 2. One more, please. Let's dive into this today. I consciously open myself up to receive this and something more. I open my heart to all that you have for me. One more, one more, one more. And I humbly detach from the outcome and trust the unfolding. I trust that the universe is conspiring in my favor, that everything is happening for me, delivering circumstance beyond my imagination. I joyfully play and dance with the universe, because when I do, I become a match to source and to limitlessness and to endless possibility. So I took a deep dive on that because I really wanted you to feel like what it means to open yourself up to receive one more. And you know, I do know that sometimes people have a hard time being like, I can stand in the full vision. Sometimes we say, I can't even imagine how that could be my life. So this notion of one more please, it's like one breadcrumb at a time, right? There's this one breadcrumb at a time in the same breath, opening myself up to the everything. So when we look at what the frequency of that is, just know that it's right in the pocket, right there. So for the purpose of this challenge, right, I had you do this exercise. And so if you want to see this exercise and you want the tee up for this and the deeper dive for this, go back to day 1. But I wanted you to focus on 4 different types of gratitude. And that was for what is, for what was, what's coming, and if it's done. So raise your hand if you tried that on, sat down with your journal, or allowed yourself to like drift into a place of being in your vision. I'm grateful for and I appreciate what is. And then maybe I move into, I'm grateful for what was. Actually, I had it the other way. What was, timeline, what was, what is, what's coming, and if it's done, right? As if it's done. And so I split the hairs of that kind of gratitude, but I wanted you to feel the feeling of like being grateful around your timeline and also activating whatever you could get to. Because sometimes when we look back at the past, we're like, you know what, all I can hook into right now is that thing I'm like, you know, so bummed about, right? We look back at the past. I want to talk about the past a little bit today. But if we can't get there, we can go, well, can I find something to be grateful for? What is? Can I find something in my isness, in my moment? Maybe the cat is sitting on your lap right now and she's purring up a storm. Can I be grateful for that? Maybe I can launch myself into what's coming because I can trust that tomorrow, oh my gosh, I have something so beautiful planned. Or maybe, oh my gosh, tomorrow I can imagine that something so perfect is going to land in my lap effortlessly. So when we do this like 4-step, let's find something to be grateful for. Let me find where I can land. And we layer it with this embodied thank you, universe. One more, please. It's like we allow that gratitude to get into our bones. It's like we allow ourselves to feel it. We allow ourselves to go there. Yesterday, we said, let it be embodied. And I talked a lot about that. So let's move forth for a second. You know, this is super important work, right? Like why is that important? What happens when we feel that active? What would happen if more often than not, you were in this space or this vibration? Like what would happen? What cascade of events could happen in your reality? Can you imagine if you focused more here, focused more in this vibe than focusing on the vibe of feeling overwhelmed and out of control and worrying and stressed and not feeling like standing in your power as the creator of your reality? So what we focus on expands. It's the simplest law of attraction definition, I guess. And so when we focus on this, and thank you, universe, one more please, it's like we activate a frequency and we activate a vibration right in our world, right? Right in our world that says, wow, I am magnetic now. It's like, I am magnetic now. I'm magnetic in my now because of where I turned my attention. So fast forward now to I am magnetic now, but like, how do I keep myself in receiving mode? Because we can do the work and we can, on the flip side of that, think things like it is better to give than receive. And so I want to share with you a couple of things on this very final day about like, you know, how we can get more activated and be more consistent in the receiving, because we can do the work, we can do the work, we can do the work. but all of a sudden we're like, whoa, but what's biting me? Why am I not creating what I want? And this is one of the things that get in our way when we aren't creating what we want. So I want to turn your attention to, and by the way, I did get the link up today. So if you see the link, there's a link that's lauriejaneopal.com/thank-universe- okay, it's at the top of this, it's pinned at the top of this live stream. If you want the actual text, it's right there for you. But I want to dig a little bit into some of the language as a teaching point to help you like make some shifts around receivership. And I know that receivership and being in receiving mode also is a healing journey. At least for me it was. I always felt like, wow, how can I be open to receive? You know, not only perhaps the love of my life, but the abundance in my business, or the love from myself, or the manifestation of my soul family. You know what I mean? We all want 5 things on the vision board: love, joy, purpose, health, freedom. And like, how can I allow myself that? And consistently, I saw magic happen every time I said, I'm going to fill my own cup, because when I fill my cup and I give to myself, like I give to myself first, I receive. Like I am deserving of, at ground level, I'm deserving of self-love. So raise your hand if you know the power of self-love. When people fall off the manifesting bandwagon, when my clients come and say, well, I don't know, like where things are going cattywampus for me, I'll be like, well, how's the self-love work? Because we talk about it and we work on it and we heal it at every level in all programming, you know, M100 and gateways and light worker work. We're like at all levels, we're working on the self-love piece. So when things go cattywampus, they'll say, what's going on in my vibe? And I'll say, where's the self-love work? Where's the worthiness work at? Like, where are we at? Let's check in. And they say, oh, I'm not really doing that. I'm not doing that part. I haven't been super good about it. I haven't been embodied in it. And I'm like, okay, easy. Let's get back to that formula. And so I want to give you permission, and because I'm not seeing comments today, what a bummer. I want to give you permission. I see them now. Send me some love, you guys. Hey, good morning. Hi, Tara. Good morning. Hi, Marlene. Good morning, Janine. Hello. Good morning. Oh, you're on the golf course. How awesome. Hi, Cindy. Good morning. Nice to see you back here, darling. Awesome. So I want you to like give yourself permission, like right out of the gate, no matter where you are on this journey, to receive self-love first. Because what if you received first, not just from humanity, just, you know, your community, your people, your family, your loved ones, like, you know what I mean? Because we've been taught that the big message is it's better to give than to receive, right? And so, and there's lots of measuring going on somehow, some way of what we deserve. And that's for another bigger deep dive. But I do want to say those are sticking points in our ability to create that which we desire. So step 1 is like, I give myself permission to self-love. I give myself permission to put myself first. I give myself permission to heal my worthiness. I give myself permission to stand in my divine, crystalline, powerful, creative goddessness and love myself from there. Like, what would that feel like? And you might say, woof, that's awesome. But I want you to also feel that it's a vibrational match to receiving energy, and even bigger, receiving your good. So when we talk about your good, that means all the good that I have in store for you, right? I consciously open up myself to receiving this and something more. I open my heart to all that you have in store for me. One more. But how do we get to be a vibrational match to that? It's making a choice to receive first. And it's not just a random gift that your friend gives you and you say, thank you, instead of, oh, you shouldn't have, and really fine-tuning that energy. It's, I receive love from myself first, full permission. Because when I do, This is credo vibes. I promise to love myself more today than yesterday, right? There's credo vibes. This all starts to tie together, you guys. But when I do, I become a match to receiving. So do you feel me on this? Like, self-love is a feeling, right? Worthiness is a feeling. And feel me on this. Receiving, opening to receive, is also a feeling. And can you tell me, do they feel close in vibration? So yes, right? So the easiest inroad that I have ever taught all of you for all of these years is self-love, right? If you want to become a vibrational match to more, one more. Yes, command that opening, command that receivership, but also let's be on the conscious side of, I'm going to love myself today more than yesterday. I'm going to tend to my alignment today more than yesterday. In the name of self-love, I'm going the distance. And when I do, it just is so funny how my receiver channel is just getting like crystallized. It's just getting tuned up. It's funny how that happens. So feel me? This is one of the easiest inroads. So I'm preaching self-love and I'm teaching worthiness and I'm teaching stand in the embodiment of your worthiness. Like I'm teaching that all the time and always have, because I believe that self-worth comes first and it's your first vibration before you conjure the vibration of anything else. So to become a vibrational match to which you desire, self-worth, guys, self-worth. It's just super important. So I was talking to some youngsters recently and I said, if you don't learn to love yourself and stand in your worthiness right now, it's gonna be a rough go. Love yourself. Learn to love yourself. Learn to heal yourself and stand in your worthiness. In the name of creating your reality, do this alignment work, because it will make your life so much easier. It will make manifesting so much more delightful. So I'm on a journey of self-love myself, consistently looking at the layers of where I can love myself more. You think that, I'll get to the end of the tunnel on that, and we don't. And that, by the way, is okay. I love finding golden nuggets of where I can expand myself. It's a joy for me. And I want you to view it through that lens. This isn't work. It's treasure hunting. And the treasure is you. Isn't that nice to know? This is a treasure hunt and the treasure is you. So when you get to the treasure of self and you're saying, I'm going to consciously actually work on those receiving beliefs, it's funny what happens. All of a sudden, you're like, receiving's been easier. Things are coming smoother. I feel suddenly like this deep sense of satisfaction on how I'm creating my reality. I don't know how I can make this stuff up, or I don't know how to make sense out of these circumstances because they seem kind of miraculous, but whoa, I can't make it up, right? You just can't make it up. So those are the kind of the things that happen when you step into that kind of alignment. So when we come back to, and let me know if this is helpful, this is very specific and pointed coaching, and this is something we never ever step over, and I want you to feel the vibe of this because it's that important, actually. So good morning. I'm just peeking in. Hi, Laura. Good morning. So is this helpful? Is this bringing you to some shift in your vibe? Let me know. Yes. So let's go back to the mantra. Okay? I humbly detach from the outcome. This is also part 2. Well, there's lots of parts here. Okay, I don't know if it's part 2, but it's part something. I humbly detach from the outcome and I trust the unfolding. So when we go to this place where we're like, I know the universe is conspiring in my favor. I know it. But how do I hook into that? And this is where proof comes in. I was mentioning this. But I want you to look out And I want you to look through your day and ask yourself the question, where's the universe delivering? And where am I receiving? And if the universe is delivering and you're not receiving, change that tune. If the universe is delivering and you're like, oh, that was just a coincidence, or I probably am going to say no to that opportunity because, I just want to stay in my comfort zone. You want to look at these things because the universe is conspiring like all the time, all the time, all the time. And what happens is universe conspires and we don't conspire. Universe conspires in our favor, but we don't conspire in our own favor. And what does that look like? That looks like not being really open. That looks like not turning over the stones that are in front of you. That looks like not reveling in gratitude. It looks like not being joyful when synchronicities bless you, right? I had an experience this morning and I was a little distracted and all of a sudden there was my number. I was like, there's my number, but I didn't. It was funny because here I am in the middle of a Thank You Universe One More Please challenge, and I was distracted enough to see my number, go, there's my number. Thank you universe, one more please. But I was off to the next thing and I felt myself brush it. Whoosh. I felt myself. And as I brushed it and as I made it small, I was like, well, that's an interesting little thing. It's tiny, but the thing is we do it on these big opportunities drop into our experience, and we don't flip over the stone of that opportunity. We're like, hey, there's a stone. Well, yeah, walking by. And I'm more like, flip over every single stone every single time. So you have to ask yourself, the universe is conspiring in my favor, and I actually do see proof of that. Like there's signs and synchronicities and magic. Oh my gosh. All around us, right? All around us. And we walk by them, not conspiring, not dancing with the universe, not conspiring in our own favor. And so I want to bring you back to this piece where it's like, I trust the universe is conspiring in my favor and that everything is happening for me, delivering circumstance beyond, capital letters, my imagination, beyond your imagination. So look out and see, what am I being delivered? I oftentimes have said, if the universe showed up on your doorstep, like fully showed up on your doorstep with a package and said, hey, I got this for you. And you were like, nah, I don't know. Or would you be like, wow, I am totally taking that. I feel that in my bones on every single level. Let me come on in. And so we can have magic happening in our life and we can miss it because of our own misalignment, because we block that frequency, because we have beliefs that are like it is better to give than receive, instead of, wait, maybe that's wrong, because I'm sitting over here depleted and feeling really not lit up at all. Maybe I need to fill my own cup first. So, and I want to share this with you because I want you to see what's a step one? A step one right now is okay, go love yourself. A step two right now would be ask myself the question, am I conspiring in my favor? Am I showing up for me? And I'm sort of a pull your spiritual bootstraps up kind of gal. That means I go after my alignment, but it's I don't have, when I'm out of alignment, I go after it with some certainty and vigor. Okay, the buck stops here. Let's shift this. So everybody does this in their own style and in their own way. But for me, that's how it works. I'm just girl, it's time to pull up your spiritual bootstraps. Something greater is here and there's an activation waiting for you. Are you willing to pick it up? Are you willing to conspire in your own favor? Because the universe is right there. And I actually have no idea what would happen when I align the magic that the universe has in store for me. So your mind can make it up I'm in this rut, I'm in this rut, I'm in this rut. nothing good is happening, nothing good is happening, nothing good is happening. But like the minute that I align, the minute that I like shift my energy, all of a sudden the receivership, and I'm a match to receiving, all of a sudden, you know, it's not like the universe shows up with like one package. It's like she shows up with, you know, many packages, and they keep coming. So, and I can't see that from my humanity, but I have to learn to trust that. So I invite you to learn to trust that. You know, I invite you to learn to love yourself in such a way that you too can really, truly like click into the place that the universe is conspiring in my favor, and I'm conspiring in my favor. And together we're an amazing dance team, and I can't even stop the manifestations that continue to drop in my experience, all the way from the dimes and the pennies that fall from heaven, all the way to the doors that open. And here's the big one. This is really one of the big points that I came to share with you today. As I'm asking you to be grateful for what was, what is, what's coming, and as if it's done in that style, I want to also give you this shift and this question, because when you can go here, this really unearths receivership. But can I be deeply grateful and deeply in appreciation for the things that I think have not gone right? Can I look at negative circumstance, you know the ones, can I look at those circumstances and say to those circumstances, to those people, to those manifestations, thank you for the experience? Can I look through that lens and say, thank you, universe, for that experience, and thank you, person, for playing a role in that experience. Thank you, circumstance, for having that experience. I am not the same person today, and I wouldn't be where I am today. Now, that can take some doing, but when you actually can be so deeply grateful, this is the big land, you know, for all that you have, for all that's coming, one more, and that includes the ebbs and the flows, you suddenly become a match to all of it. Meaning, I can be grateful for all of it. If I can be grateful for all of it, I can have it all. Feel me. It just opened up this massive receiving channel for you, I hope, because there's an unhook that happens when we detach in that way, and we can step back and go, holy smokes, I can look at my evolution. And I can look at the evolution of you. When you can look at the evolution of you, it's a powerful, powerful like shift in your energy. So at any given time, we can go to one more please, but the question is like, am I really a match to receiving right now? And I'm going to command with my words, one more please, but I'm going to tend to my energy every single day, so that I can be a match to all my desires, all of my desires, right? So if you're willing to let it go, let all of it go, to have it all of a sudden, I'm a match to receiving. And the big inroad is, oh my gosh, this happened for me, this happened through me. I am so grateful, and in my receivership, and in my gratitude and appreciation, I suddenly become a match to my receivership. And suddenly I am not holding this unforgiveness space that doesn't allow me to receive more of what I want in my life. We build walls around ourselves, and then we're not receiving. It can be, it's a crazy journey, and it's a crazy like setup how we do this, but it's all in the name of self-protection. So this little inroad called one more please maybe sounds simple, but not so much. It really is layered in magnetism, as is thank you, universe, one more please, as the mantra, right? It's layered in magnetism when you embody like that level. So I'm gonna go back to comments. Tell me if this is helpful. Tell me who's willing to up level. Tell me if it was helpful, and tell me if you're willing to up level your self-love. Tell me if you're willing to up-level your receivership. your receiver vibe. And also if there's a part of you that would be willing to, be grateful for the things that didn't seem to go so well, but in perspective, you can say, thank you for that experience. Thank you for that experience. I can actually I can move now. And in that gratitude for the experience that you thought was a hot mess, you become a match to receiving. It's kind of crazy how those things work. So there are many inroads to becoming a vibrational match to receiving, but I wanted to give you a few because I want to give you something that you can latch onto, that you can start this work in, because it is, such a journey of self-love. It is such a journey of worthiness. For years, I've stood in this certainty for you that when you literally got in alignment with your worthiness, that manifestation would start to come. I always said this work is about where transformation and manifestation got married, and I want you to still continue to know that, but even it just keeps getting deeper for me, Do we want to manifest? Yes. Do I want to be in deep, deep alignment? Yes. Do I want the stuff on my vision board? Absolutely. But it's I know for sure when I actually heal myself and step into my worthiness, right? Even through something so simple as I give to myself first, it need not be hard. Or, thank you for these experiences that at one point rocked my world, but now I can be so thankful and grateful for them. And I choose to show up, dance with the universe every day. And my guidance, I choose to ignite a different kind of frequency. That is really, truly where our power is. We're always feeling disconnected from our power, looking for like some kind of manifesting hack, some kind of affirmation. And while they do work to ignite that, the full embodied approach looks like start with loving yourself. It doesn't have to be too difficult, but we start right here and make choices that align with the future that you want to be living, right? Make choices from in your now. And that's vibrational. It's not like the doing choices. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes I pick up the phone and make a phone call. But it's the being choices. I make the choices to be who I am today, to manifest the future that I want to manifest in the next moment or tomorrow or next week or, a year from now. So feel that. Feel that. So let me know if this is helpful as we talk about receiving vibration, because I'm all about helping you get on that channel that says, thank you, universe, I'm a vibrational match to more of that which I celebrate, this and something better, something better, something better. And also, let me get out of my own way, because apparently we've been taught the wrong thing. Receive first. Receive first. Receive, then give, then receive. Allow it to ebb and flow. Stop measuring if you've given enough to receive or you've received enough to be able to give. We want our cup overflowing. We want to be I receive all that you have for me so that I can give with infinitely resourced by myself first. And when you go there, it's funny how your vibration changes and you start attracting the things in your life that you didn't even think were available to you. You know what I mean? So when we ask the question, what's possible from that? Holy smokes, because when I sit in my abundance and I vibe in my abundance, what do I create? When I fully am in receivership, do you think you're aligned to receive more? And it kind of that makes sense. I'm always looking to be does this make sense? Because we want to make sense out of this work. Our brains are why should I do that? Because I was taught something else from little on. You know what I mean? And I was taught that to be a good person, actually, to be good in general, it was to give first and then receive. That is so in us, And so we have to step outside of that. I always say get on our observation deck, right? Get on the observation deck of self and be this is how I'm sabotaging my energy. I am going to be full on receiving mode, full receivership. And what would that be like? So I'm gonna just check my comments. So disappointing when they don't show up on my screen. Okay, so Jen, okay. I experienced such a powerful shift to see the challenges in my life as a gift. I need to stay in this practice. It's a powerful one. Yeah, is this helpful, you guys? I hope it's super helpful. And let me know like what specifically your takeaways are. It helps me so much as a coach and a teacher to know what's working for you, what's landing, and where we can go from here, you know? So there are so many inroads to alignment, and this is one. So, okay, so I hope you loved this challenge. I am super, super like grateful for all of you. I've been saying thank you, universe, one more please, in the most embodied sense as we walked through this, these 3 days together. It felt really inspired. It felt very connected, and it felt like, you know, such beautiful energy work. So I want to like conclude our beautiful like challenge right here. Please share with me all that your takeaways. I would love to hear them. And if you want to stay on for the next section, for the next few minutes, maybe 5 or 10 or so minutes, I want to share with you, if you would love to listen, about the next unfolding, because there are good things in store. And I have goosebumps to even say it out loud. Oh, but we celebrate. Woo. So this moves me a lot. So we celebrated the Manifestation 100's 9th birthday the other day. And it just lined up perfectly that when I went back and looked, I was like, it actually literally is September 1st. And so we celebrated the Manifestation 100's 9th birthday. And it really marked a moment for me of transformation. And it really marked a moment for me of evolution. And God, you know, you guys are amazing. And so many of you have been with me on this journey of, you know, deep self work, deep soul work that starts with, so many of you, we start with the Manifestation 100. And many of you don't know this, but over the last 3 months, we made huge changes to the platform, starting with 100 new videos, well, almost 100, minus a couple days that, you know, I have to fix. But we made brand new videos for the Manifestation 100 and up-leveled the entire program. And I have to tell you, like, the new videos were a labor of love, and the Academy walked through those 100 videos with me, and so did the women who are in Gateways with me and a couple other programs. We walked through the new 100 days as I created them. And so here we are, the 9th birthday, and we up-leveled the entire program. We tested, the last year has been, it's been a journey of like figuring things out and testing and really trying to be present to how this programming would best serve you. We tried on different models. We tried on different ways of delivery. And what we are landing on is our brand new membership style Manifestation 100 program coming to you today. And so I'm super excited to roll out the new version, the up-leveled version called the Manifestation 100 Inner Circle membership, which was like, holy smokes, it's my manifestation of the last 100 days. I've been talking about all these things that have been, you know, coming out of me and coming through me over the last 3 months. And one of those things, and some of that magic, lives right here in the new 100 videos and the new up-leveled program and the new offer that we have, and how I want to come and coach you in that work. So the Manifestation 100 Inner Circle membership is going to be available for enrollment for the next 7 days, I think is actually what it comes out to be. For the next 7 days, we are going to be enrolling in the Inner Circle membership program, where I'll walk you through 100 days of alignment, where I'll walk you through some other teachings that I have in store for you. You're going to get bi-weekly lives from me. And as always, be immersed in a community that really grows with one another. So I like to provide places for people to come together and be community and also connect with me. I like to provide layers, I think, of programming. That's the best way to say it, but layers of programming that can help you get into the foundations and really seal the deal on the work that we need to be reminded of, on a daily basis. If someone's not saying to me, open yourself to receive, all of a sudden I can find myself not in receiving mode. If someone's not saying to me, alignment over circumstance, what's going on? If someone's not saying to me, today, right? I promise to love myself more today than yesterday, and I invite you to do that too. If I'm not exposing myself to that frequency or that philosophy, sometimes I can find myself, and I know that many of you feel the same. We find ourselves in places of stuckness, and that really is always the intention, is to keep our energy moving, create the reality that we want to create, get our vision boards alive in our life, right? That doesn't have to feel so far away, and really to feel like I'm moving forward, dancing with the universe, so that I can feel like I'm, a true participant in that. So come on in. Hello. We're wrapping up. But that is totally okay. So starting today and for the next 7 days, we're opening enrollment to the new M100 Inner Circle membership. We're celebrating 9 years, and we're giving you all a new way to participate in 100 brand spanking new daily videos. And here's the most exciting part. Thank you before I get off. And here's the most exciting part. For the next 7 days, we're giving you all an opportunity to come in for a free 14-day trial. So if you want to put your toe in the water, if you want to feel what it feels like to be immersed in this work, if you want to get a sense of the community, get a sense of how you're going to be supported in that community, we want to invite you. So free trial, $0 for the next 14 days, and then we will rock it out from there if it feels aligned. It's $37 a month after that. So, but your investment will be, we like to show up and say, we want to give you 10 times the value always in our programming. And that's what it's going to feel like to you when you fine tune your vibe and start to create different results in your life. So for the next 7 days, and the reason that it's the next 7 days is because I am starting a brand new round of the Manifestation 100 in the Inner Circle membership on 9/11/23. So September 11th, so that's next Monday, we're starting a brand new round. We will have a launch party. I will go live with you on foundations. We'll be deep diving on self-love, oh my gosh, and all of the core manifesting stack work, and then we will hit the ground running. So I'm excited to offer this to you guys. It's going to be a beautiful experience. You can stay for a round, or you can stay for as long as you like. That's the beauty of this program. It's really supported, keeps you connected, and really truly is an inner circle. That's how I wanted it to feel, like community. And also there's some coaching in here as well. So many of you don't jump into like one-on-one coaching or group coaching, and this is the very next best thing that I can offer you if we're not in a real specific container. It's to come in and to be part of a community that is working through this together and feeling really supported by one another and by myself. So come in for this free trial. I invite you. I hope that you do come. I'm excited about this. It's like a birthday party. It's a birthday party. It's a birthday party. It's a new opportunity. And, come as long as you like. Leave at any time and just give it a whirl. So, all right, my dears. I hope that you come. This Thankyou Universe, One More Please Challenge, I hope it's been very activating for you. I hope that it made a difference in your life. If you want to move forward with this frequency and move forward with this work, just say yes below. Let me know. We'll send you a link to sign up, get more information, and jump in for the membership. So I'm excited. So let me know what your takeaways were, and I will see you very, very soon. All right, bye for now.